You are locked into the sounds of DJ Medley P on the new podcast called Gunfingaz. Wagwan, welcome back to the greasiest, ungreasiest, cognac-y podcast known to man. Basically, yeah, it's Gunfingaz. You know who it is. It's the man with the alright trim, Medley P, in the building, chatting pure was to cameras and with good people around me and good energies. And yeah, you know, we're doing alright. It's 2020. My vision ain't 2020. We're still moving. We're still getting burst every day. You know, still making them goals and doing all that good stuff there. I don't really know where I'm going with this, to be honest. But, you know, I hope everyone's having a good 2020. Everyone's securing all their 10 out of 10 girls. And, man, if you swing that way or not. And I don't know why I'm going on such tangents. But forget all that. Why? Because we're here. We're man like JDK, a.k.a. Jimi Da Killa. And...
Come on.
And... Bro, I say it and I say it with chest, man. Derby's Metro booming, but fucking 10 times and a billion times better. Ted, motherfucking Loco.
We're here. Gang.
What are you telling me, geezers?
All good, man.
Oh,
Cognac.
2.5 geezers.
I like what you said there with the man with the alright trim. It's honest, but I've never heard anyone say that. I've got an alright trim.
Yeah, I can't gas it up, to be honest. You know, it's got to a stage where I can't be catfishing on photos on like plenty of fish and that.
Are you on there? PLF?
Nah, JK. Nah, it's not a PLF thing. Come on. Nah, I couldn't do that still. More of a Bumble guy.
Not even
Wait,
Tinder.
what's that?
Nah,
what's
Bumble's
Bumble?
dead.
What is that? I've never heard of that.
You never heard of it? Alright, so Bumble is basically where you like the pictures of whoever you fancy, male or female or in between. And basically, they've got to reply to you first. So they've got to send you a message first, not you send them a message.
So you can't get sliding in everywhere then?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
But, you know, I don't know why we're on such a tangent about Tinder.
Sorry, yeah.
We're here to talk
I just wanted
about-
to clarify. But yeah, that's
Download
cool.
that.
Yeah, go for it if you want.
Why not?
If you think you're the gallum sugar and everybody fried.
Find me on Bumble. I promote the tape on there.
Oh, snap.
Change my display picture to the project.
Why not?
Oh, my.
More streams than that. I'm trying to get 1 million streams. But anyway.
Yeah. Let's just go back to me. Obviously, you know what? I sit here on my phone and I have a load of questions and whatnot.
We don't need that.
No
We don't need
script.
that.
Man don't script, we're gonna chat to the man then. You know what I mean?
Say less.
So, you know, it's a conversation now. Like, it's not, I've got a plan in my head, but I ain't gonna sit with her. And oh my gosh, and you hit 1 billion subscribers here, and to be honest, I doubt I'm gonna chat to someone with 1 billion subscribers. But
You
if I
never
do,
know.
then that's a gas still.
Soon
You never know. Soon land.
You never know.
Could
Yeah.
be us.
Exactly. Could be. So, obviously, the main reason I wanted to, obviously, I think you got in touch with me or I got in touch with you, was because of the new project, which is finally out, COGNAC ARCADE.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first question that baffled me is because I'm a person who likes words, and when two words come together and it makes complete sense but doesn't,
Yeah.
a COGNAC ARCADE. Could one define what doth mean by the COGNAC ARCADE?
So cognac is brandy, of course. Which we have on deck with us. Which, as you might be aware, is the drink of our preference. It's a preferred drink, brandy belly, and all that. And one day we sat down together, all of us, Wiz and Rufus included, and we were just brainstorming ideas for the project name. And it was Wiz who came with COGNAC ARCADE.
Yeah,
Wow,
big up Wiz.
so
Big
Wiz
up
said
Wiz.
this.
Yeah, big up Wiz on the call for that.
It's always Wiz. It's always
I
Wiz,
mean,
man.
he's a man of many talents, so he just plucked out of the air, and as soon as he said that, we were just like, yeah. And then the rest of the creative direction for the artwork kind of stemmed from that, obviously.
Sick. So it's similar to how, I remember, who was it? I think it was like AJ Tracy. You turn around and he said, like, for Secure the Bag, he made the artwork first or something with the name, and then he went off that like that for every track.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't want to do like a breakdown because I want to just go through it casually. You get me? But the one thing I wanted to talk about was the intro of the first track,
Yeah,
because it was sort of like you're on a flight.
yeah.
So I was kind of there, like, how does it link to an arcade, or was it just like the vibe at the time, like mama? Because he kind of got the flight music sort of vibe with the wavy sort of hip hop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that am I right in saying that?
I think personally, I'd say I think we made the track first, and then we kind of. I like just talking, doing skits and stuff on intros, outros, wherever he
Bro,
lets
your
me.
skits are like the best, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Bro, your
That's
skits give me
that's
too
how
much
I can
life.
get my personality across, and that's how I wanted to introduce the song itself, as if it's like on a tannoy of an
Just come
airplane.
back from Barcelona.
Yeah, just come back
And
from.
it's the first bar on
or
the
maybe
track.
Dubai. Was it Barcelona or Dubai?
I can't remember, bro.
One of the two. And it
But
just yeah.
It's the first bar on the track, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm talking about booking a ticket on economy, annoyed about what's happening on the flight, and I thought straight away.
Mad. So, obviously, wasted in Barcelona.
Yeah,
I have been proud. White girl wasted in Barcelona.
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
So you
Bro,
must
one of
know,
my favorite places.
of course,
Bro, they got the Garms, even if they're a bit expensive.
the sun,
The sun,
the beach,
the beach,
the sea,
the sea,
and the gal.
and the gal. And obviously, you got the mad. Yo, KFC out there is mad.
Do you like it?
They got XO like drinks and shit.
Trust me.
It makes no sense to me.
Trust me.
And they have like the wraps in it. They don't do like, you can get like the burgers, but you can get them in like, there's like the wrap.
Oh,
what
man.
they call it. I forgot what the name is. It's like box meal. That's what they call it.
They do these things called like almost like popcorn chicken, but I think it's called rockets. Something like that. I
Rockets.
can't remember the name. But it's basically like popcorn chicken, bit bigger, but it's spicy.
Oh my gosh. See what I mean? These European dons and whatnot, they've got it sorted out for them.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? They say they're going KFC. They're getting sorted from. We got KFC. You might.
Struggling.
You might.
They
lose
might
a
have
wing.
no chicken.
No rockets in Derby.
Yeah. They
Might
might
have
be
to
called
make the
rocks, but,
rockets.
you know, we found €100 on the floor as well out there,
What?
which is effectively like £100, €100, £100.
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
Yeah,
I
we
don't know
found
the
out on the
conversion
floor.
rate. If someone wants to edit it here or put it in the comments, please do, because I can't be asked to type it into Google.
Don't blame you.
But we move. And talking about that track there with Wasted in Barcelona, that was probably one of my favourite Els verses I've heard.
Yeah.
Because it was like, man just represented himself, but he didn't turn around and like, you know how you hear with I'm not gonna try and say it was similar to like most of his other tracks, you get me? But he just went on a different tip with it, you get me? You seen like, yo, he's met you at the bar and he's bought a bottle for you.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
we're-
yeah.
you know,
We're
it's like
just
a
in there now,
conversation.
just waving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up Els, man.
Shout out
big
Els.
OTLs.
He's doing his thing.
He's doing his thing. Yeah, you're right. We wanted to work with Els for a while now, a long time, and we kind of we found a slot where he could get in a session with us. Got a bottle in. He had his verse there ready and just got it down, got it in,
Mad.
patterned it.
Yeah, because I think I remember seeing the day, because I'm presuming, did you put a preview for like, I'm presuming there's multiple tracks.
In terms of just like a snippet of the song.
Yeah, no, not from like this tune. Like, there's obviously other tunes that you've probably made together, innit?
No, I think that is probably the only tune that we've got together.
Was that it?
It's the only time we've been in the studio.
Yeah,
With
only
Els,
time we've
yeah.
been in the studio.
Because in my head, I remember hearing like, I don't know if I heard a drill tune or I heard something else. But you
No,
might have put something on Instagram, or if that was either one of
Maybe.
his works.
Maybe.
It
I'm
was a
just
while ago, innit?
wilding out on Instagram, so it could have been anything.
Yeah. Fair play. So, let's talk to Ted for a second. Production-wise, I think personally, as a fan, like, you stepped out of many norms that people would have thought you would have gone down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with certain tunes. Like, I'm trying to think of a good example.
All of them, bro.
Bro,
Literally
all of them.
all
yeah,
of them,
they all step
All
in
of
their own
them.
different lane.
Yeah,
One's
like,
Jim, one's, I don't know, Kerry, one's Katona.
Yeah,
You get me? They all got their own names, they all got their own vibes.
Yeah, man. We just sat down, like, we just wanted to make something different. Like, for once, I think, like, the sound that we've had for the past few years has been quite consistently, and it's got a bit boring.
You felt like you were just...
Yeah, like,
You didn't wanna
we
feel
needed to branch out.
repetitive.
I mean, these guys have been asking me to do that for ages now. Like, it's been a couple of years still, and I've been putting it off, like, because I've had my sound and I've just sort of like not wanted to mess around with it too much. But no, man, I'm glad we did in the end.
Calm. So when it came to that experimentation yourself, what did you do? Like, did you go anywhere, or did you feel like you had to like step out of the booth and sort of look at things from a different angle?
Just tried
As
to
a
break
producer?
habits. I think that's the best way of putting it. Really, just tried to not like go to not like do things the way I would usually do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Find different sounds, find different samples. And just see what happens basically.
That's one thing I've got to ask as a producer, because I've only seen this like do you go out there and collect your own sounds? So do you pull up with like a Sennheiser thing? Sorry, am I giving all the craft away? Because you can say
No,
like,
it's cool. It's cool.
whatnot.
I have no problem with like talking about how I do things anyway.
Because I just know like for certain producers it's different.
Certain
how they
people
get
like
there.
like to protect like what they do.
You
But
get me?
no, I'm straight up with it. So no, there's no worries. But yeah, like I don't have like hundreds of my own sounds that I spent ages like finding and building. But obviously it has happened slowly, naturally anyway.
I think with what you've got, like you've definitely made a sound out of it.
Yeah,
That's
like,
why I was just curious to see like
yeah,
you were breaking the habit. Did you go out there and?
I feel like a lot of the time, you as a producer, your own sound comes from like your rhythm and just like your general process, not necessarily like the instruments or the samples that you actually use. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like it just happened basically. I feel like a lot of producers when they're just starting out, like they're looking for their sound, but it takes like a couple of years' work, and then you sort of like realize that everything that you have done is you, and then you sort of know what your sound is from that point.
Sick.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I hear you because
It's
it's the same way people say you've got to put 10,000 hours
Yeah,
into a
yeah.
craft to find out
Yeah, exactly that.
if you're sick or not, or like to be honest, even
Basically.
establish who you are.
Yeah.
You get me? You can't just certain people think like being a producer is I'm gonna make beats. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't make beats.
I feel
to
like
be
other-
like someone.
Other people and consumers, they will know your sound before you do, because it's like you're not
You
going to
gotta clock onto
recognize it, but then like other people, they will. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when they do, that's when they open your eyes basically.
Okay, so you get the indicators basically from the consumers.
Yeah. Like now I get told that like my sound's like so recognizable and all this by different people, and I would never have thought of it like that like a couple years ago or whatever, but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's the same with any sort of craft, man. People look at you from a certain amount of years ago and they'll be like, oh, raw, like you're doing this now.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
it.
we're like, oh, you're into this.
Mm.
And it's like, and then you're like, why are you chatting like this for? Trying to find out all my business and
Yeah.
whatnot.
You're always evolving though, innit?
Yeah.
Whatever your creative path or
100%.
as a person.
That's why you do it at the end of the day.
Mm.
Did
Just
you
wanna-
feel, sorry, did you feel as a project, Jim, that this was like a kind of way that defined who you were as well, like putting this out, obviously because this is the first solo project
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
done? Did you turn around and think, yo, like at the end of it, like even if at the listening party in Derby
Yeah.
and London, did you turn around and go, you know what, yeah, this actually represented me from what people were saying to me, or like did you sort of
Yeah.
knew it from the get-go?
I
Sorry, that's a
feel like-
really difficult question I've asked there.
No.
I know the answer to this one.
Let
Like,
him
sorry,
answer
sorry
then.
to like
Let
Boyd,
him
but
answer.
Bro, go for
but
it.
yeah,
No,
like that
concept.
was the goal. Like for me as a producer, that was the goal. Like to make something that suits Jimmy, that allows him to put his personality across in the best way possible. And that's why I had to sort of change my approach. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not really used to working with guys like Jimmy. Like I'm used to working with Jimmy, but like I've not necessarily made what's right for Jimmy before.
Yeah, because
Right.
my the kind of music I listen to is so broad, which then obviously in my head I feel like I can make this, I can make that, I don't just want to make grime, I just want to make a certain tempo of trap, and that's what's kind of pushed him to kind of adapt to that. So it shows off my full potential, whether it's on a certain song, and it shows him on whatever he's produced. So he's produced sort of slower tempo, faster tempo, grime, trap, rap. So it kind of like it makes us both look. Hopefully, it makes us both look good.
Oh no, 100%. Like if you've got to this point of the podcast and you've not turned around and like stopped what you're doing pre the project, then like do that afterwards, 100%. Or now, like to be honest, I don't know what you're doing. You might be eating a meal deal at like big 2:30 or something in the afternoon, which is calm. But yeah, still, man, I'm trying to think what else I was gonna ask. I've got bare things to ask. That's what I was gonna ask about. Warning.
Warning, yeah.
It's a sample, innit? It's a sample from an old school grind
See,
track.
the warning is a sample taken from, as far back as I know, is from the Criminal F Radio freestyle,
Crazy freestyle.
which is crazy. Check that out if you haven't.
I'd not heard it before.
He hadn't heard it,
I'd
so
not heard it.
we'd made the whole song.
But
We made the whole song.
he showed me the thing.
I was sat there and I was thinking, this is missing something. We was actually working on the chorus, and I was thinking, this is missing something. And because I know Ted wasn't really aware of the early that era of grime,
Yeah.
I just had to kind of really quickly break it down to him, pitch the idea to him,
I had to pitch the
and
idea
then
of
boom,
grime.
it's in the track.
You have to pitch the idea to me.
And it's in the track.
If we're in the studio.
And a lot of people that have kind of like interacted with me over socials and stuff have kind of like, yes, that's from, yes. And like,
Because that's the first thing I heard I was like, and the flows as well, like, you know what I mean? You know the way that you're saying like, yo, we wanted to make something that fit in it, the
yeah.
aesthetic of Jimmy and whatnot. Fam, I'd never heard you. I think like when we did the freestyle on here, like you were flowing in that sort of same way. But when I heard Warning, bro, it was music to my ears. I loved it.
Wait.
The way you were flowing and whatnot.
Just hold on a sec. Yeah. Do you think is that a grime song to you? Is that a grime track?
I wouldn't say that. I'd say it's got a grime influence,
Mm.
but you've done it on a. I mean, I hope I'm right. But I was gonna say like a trap sort of beat, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
not grime to that extent.
It's
but I
got
don't think
grime
the
like
genre-
elements, like, but
it does, yeah.
I'm just interested, bro.
It's
What
because
you
a lot
think,
of
like,
people have kind
you
of
could call it
approached us
anything.
and said it's heavily grime related. And some people said to me, oh, you're a grime artist.
Oh,
Based off the Warning being out. So before the tape was out, a lot of people anticipating a grime project maybe. But so that's why he's asking that. To see what you think, because you're a grime guy.
And honestly, I don't know a lot about
He
grime.
doesn't know much about
Like,
grime.
I really don't, man.
I'd be surprised if that's what people are actually saying, that they thought you were coming with a grime release because of that one tune. I think it'd be interesting if you went with like an angle where you were using samples or something like that and made a project out of it. But I mean, it's different because I kind of know you a bit better than the average listener from Oklahoma or something.
Yeah.
You get me? But I wouldn't turn around and be like, oh, that's going to be a grime release. I could see the elements
Yeah.
and the way you were flowing, crazy with the little references and whatnot as well.
Yeah.
But I didn't turn around and go, it's a grime record. You get me?
Yeah, I hear that. I will say one thing though, like when you're actually creating the project yourself, it's kind of hard to take yourself away from it and see it from a perspective of like the listener or someone that's hearing it for the first time.
Because you only really see that at like a listening party or something.
Yeah,
If you
so
give
like
someone
now
a
when I
tune.
listen to it on Spotify, it's easy for me to listen to it and from a step further back. But when you're making it, it's only really when we have like in studio, like you come studio or someone comes studio and they'll like talk to you about it. But I'm always thinking like, is this right? Detail, and he's worse for that.
Oh,
It's weird.
true.
It's weird when you get that first perspective change though. Like when it's out and you start looking at it from a consumer level.
Yeah,
It's weird, bro.
yeah, it's completely different.
Yeah.
'Cause you have to like turn off all the functions.
Yeah,
Because I think with me, like, it's similar to how I do like radio AP and so assistant producing for shows and whatnot. And you have to take the mindset of being a pro, but also being a listener. So say if you're on air and you're going, I'm playing Big Little Slim Dog, this is a new track, Trap 1 Billion Thousand. I don't really think the Odd Jim and Joe are gonna understand what that tune is.
yeah,
So I'd be like to my presenter, yo, tell them what that, like a little bit about the
Yeah,
artist or
yeah.
something. You've got to edge it the right way for how a listener would listen.
yeah,
You get me? So I think it's hard. It's even harder if you're making music, obviously knowing that you're the artist behind it or the producer, or even if you're a DJ, if you're listening to a mix of yours and you're trying to like, I think it's easy to find the kinks if you're your worst critic, but then you turn around in circles, innit? You're trying to do,
yeah.
you
You
get
do
me?
too much. You can easily overdo it.
And then you hear one
Yeah.
opinion
end
from
up
someone
like-
else, and you're set off differently.
Yeah.
Like, I
Oh,
think
it's
I
a horrible
could
feeling.
have listened back to the whole thing and thought about tweaking things to make it open to a wider audience.
You got to draw the line somewhere though. Like,
We drew the line, and it's like I also feel that I don't want everyone to kind of know what everything means, because I want there to be some sort of
You want a
sense of
sense of-
mystery,
Mm.
like, and I want the listener to kind of follow the journey, whether it's more podcasts or more music or more interviews and stuff, to kind of, what is Jimmy really about, like when he's talking about these things, or like, does he really drink by the liter, like, and if they followed my journey, they'd probably
he
see
definitely
that.
does.
But I'm not an alcoholic.
No, this is the difference, yeah, because you can drink and then do the work. It's the
Yeah.
same way you see
Yeah.
a weed man, if they can smoke the weed and they
Yeah.
do the job. You know what I mean?
Then it's
It's
okay.
similar to that. It's hard to find, but there
Yeah,
are certain
yeah.
people who break the break the, you know, the
Break the norm,
stereotype.
the stereotype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad. So obviously he isn't here right now, but the design, how was it for Rufus, do you feel? For like, because I saw a lot of like the way you've done, like even the was it the 3D intro where you go through the door?
Yeah.
See the whole aesthetic, MCs, artists, anyone, yeah, bro, you need to find yourself a graphic designer, not even a graphic designer, bro, a videographer,
Rufus is everything, man.
bro, just
I
someone who
wouldn't
can
really
do the
class.
overall.
He's not a videographer.
He's a director.
He's a director.
He's a director.
You know what? Yeah,
He's
my
a creative director.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's the
You
right
might not
word
want
to
that
say.
tag, but Rufus, you're a creative
Yeah,
director.
he's a
Yeah,
creative
CD.
director.
Change your
100%.
Insta bio.
Yeah, no, defo. Like he
Yeah,
ain't just,
tattooed. He's a creative director.
yeah,
He
ain't
can
just-
he can take that, whether he's doing a photo shoot or he's doing a video shoot or he's doing some graphics. Creatively, he can come up with ideas and do it. He doesn't come up with the ideas and give the job to someone else.
He does it himself, and that's it in his own
You,
way.
we got a documentary coming soon, and you'll see how things were created.
Was that our first drop on
It's
that?
the first drop on that.
Boy, you heard it first.
So-
Documentary.
You'll see it. You'll see it. Like
Some funny stuff in there as
there's
well.
some funny stuff in there, and just shows a bit about like what we've kind of done to get to this point.
Mad. No,
Not
I
too in
rate
depth, but it's there. Do you know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
like to document what we do because we can look back on it and think about the good times we had and
That's
not be
the best
depressed.
way. That's the best way to. Yo, that's the best way to be. Like
Yeah, of
so
course,
many
of course,
artists.
of
Like
course.
if you go on, who was it? Whose YouTube I was on? I think it was like Chip or Gets, and you go back on their own YouTube channels and they've put up vlogs of shit
Yeah, yeah.
that they've done. But it's good to have because if you don't have that catalogue of who you are, then yeah, all you've got is music.
It's all about content in this day and age.
100%, bro.
Capital C.
100%.
But yeah, artwork and obviously the GIF is amazing.
And the
Um,
video.
And the music
video.
video as
Oh,
well.
The music video.
The music video just rounds it all off.
Crazy.
We
Crazy.
were lucky enough to get a premiere by Trench Mag.
Big up Trench.
And the love so far has just been amazing with that one. So if
How's-
you haven't checked the video out, check the video out.
Sorry, I'm
It's
about
big.
I keep cutting in.
It's calm.
Bear.
It's calm.
Bear.
Don't
This
worry
is,
about that.
this is
It's
what
calm.
we need to sort out. But how did you get in touch with Trench? Did they
Trench.
approach
Oh, we
you, or-
have a team working for us on PR, so they're sort of like we're lucky enough to kind of delegate that task to them, and they
Previously, like we've done that ourselves.
All off
or,
our
or
own
Jimmy's
back.
or Jimmy's
Yeah.
done that.
you know,
send
so
out
get
press
stuck
packs
in.
and whatnot.
Yeah, we still have
yeah.
that, and we still send that out to some of the closer people to us that they might not necessarily hit up.
Yeah.
But like I
It
say,
does have a nice touch. You know when you get a press pack from someone, yeah, if you know it's about being a DJ or like a presenter, you know, certain ones like they'll either be really bland, but you know when you get the ones with the care and attention to
Yeah,
detail,
yeah.
sometimes it's like, oh, you know what I mean? Them man actually care about
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
what they do, not sending off a WAV and going
no.
new track.
I will
No.
say our original press pack is on point. Just gonna put it out there. Shout out Nick.
Jeez.
Yeah, big
Got
up
me,
Nick.
Big up Nick.
No, I need to have a look at that one still.
I'll send it out
Yeah,
to
no,
you.
I need to because I need to start doing this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going into admin a lot more, so I need to learn all this
Yeah,
stuff.
it's important. It's important. Over the years, it's kind of I've only just sort of started to realize how important that stuff is.
Because it's presenting you without, you know what I mean? If someone's not heard your music before,
They need to
all
know
they've
everything.
got, yeah, fam, all they've got is paper.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
All they've got is the words. So if you don't word it properly,
Mm.
you put your name as Killer the Gym or something.
Yeah.
Or if you
Mix
send
it
the
up.
email wrong.
Or send the
Oh.
email wrong.
Bro,
It's happened to the best of us, and that's why Ted's like that. But that's not his. You don't have to worry about that no more.
they're just
done.
sticking
But
to
we're
the
not gonna get
buttons.
into that.
Yeah.
Sticking to
I
the
mean,
buttons, not letters.
for this project, yeah, we wanted to get other people involved because we thought, you know, it's a good project. We want people who have got a better reach than us.
Yeah, we believed in it. We
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
that's
we
it.
still feel like the audience could be wider
Definitely.
for the quality of it. We don't have a massive ego. We're not like going crazy like that, but we believe that like
We
it
put a
should
lot
be
of time
pushed
into
to
it.
Yeah,
what
every
I'm saying.
every detail.
It's good to have that goal though. 'Cause
Yeah, of
that,
course.
that goal of, you know, you don't want to just be. Who's the best person who said it? I was watching an interview recently. Big up my guy Manga St. Hilaire, Badman MC.
He actually came
Bad
to
man
the
artist.
party in London.
Did he?
I didn't see him, but one of my boys, James, said, "Yo, you just missed Manga."
Madness. I even know that. I'll tap Mangs each and every time, man, because I got enough love for him. But he was saying in an interview, is like, it's gauging where you want to be in the game. Because he was there. I think what he said is, I'm a little bit burst, high key, but I don't want to mess this up. Because what he said is he sort of knew where he wanted to be angry. He's like, I'm not going to get to a Drake stage. He sort of leveled it out for himself, and then he
Yeah.
realised it was a bit better. But the way, you know what I mean? The same way you're going right now, going,
Mm.
yo, we can have a broader audience than what
Yeah.
we're just doing. That is sick to have.
Mm.
Because it makes you grow as an artist
Yeah,
or as a
yeah.
person in general.
Yeah.
You get me?
It's hard not to kind of put the pressure on yourself to kind of like, because if I gauge myself to be at the stage of, let's say, Skepta, and if I didn't get there, I'd be screwing.
Exactly.
So you need to kind of look at like what you're actually doing to get there. Are you putting out the content? Is your music getting better? Visually, is it looking good? But I don't like to put a lot of pressure on myself and the rest of the guys, because it's like we still want to have fun.
Yeah.
The main
Fun
thing
is the most important thing,
the main
man.
thing
Like,
is having fun.
100%.
The main thing is having fun. We've been in places and spells where the fun's been taken out of it because of strict deadlines or whatever's happening. It's just not nice.
Bro, a deadline can kill off creativity.
Yeah, for real.
But I feel bad for uni students because we get hit with them things hard.
For real.
You have to just like work with what you've got sometimes. Or you have to find a pocket of inspiration from
Trust
the
me.
middle of
You
fucking
gotta pull it
nowhere.
out of nowhere.
Yeah, fully. Puts you on job, man. Puts you on
It's good practice.
damn job. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else I want to talk about. So with Represent and whatnot, because I know you were going down for the pit and whatnot. Obviously, them are the guys. How did that come about as a connection? Because I was always kind of curious.
I'd say they hit us up a few years ago, maybe.
what, the pit.
Yeah, I think they played some of our music on the show in general, probably about 2 years ago. And then they invited us they do a session up in London where they invite independent artists to go and network and
Oh, that's sick.
and sort of you get
Free booze.
yeah,
Free booze.
It's a free
Oh,
bar.
I knew
It's a
it.
free bar.
Free wave in it.
We've done it twice, and
We've done
both
it
times
twice.
it's been
It's
right
dangerous.
off.
But they give you an opportunity to play a song to everyone, get feedback. There's managers, A&Rs, there are artists, and just kind of just chat
Sick.
and have a drink.
Big
Or
networking
20.
event.
It's a big networking
Yeah,
event. So
yeah.
we go there. They recognise us all. Come from Derby to London, blah blah blah, and then obviously with the project coming out, they're on board, and yeah.
Talking
they're
about
good
that.
people.
Talking about that, like connections and whatnot, especially a lot of man who come from like Derby's a place that if you turn around to someone in London, they'll be like, "What?
Don't even know
What's a
where it
derby?
is.
Yeah.
You mean a demolition derby?" Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And even for myself, being in a trade like radio, how important do you feel it is? Say for, I think I'll give an example. So if you got to a stage where you were popping, kind of not popping, but like you were there to like, oh raw, should we make that move? Would you make that move to say London or something like that?
For me, 100%.
Yeah.
Like it's something that I've always wanted to do, but with certain circumstances in Derby, it's not until sort of now that I'm able to go and do that.
Mm.
Do you know? So if it came to that, that's definitely where I'd go and move to.
Interesting. No, I like asking the question.
You want to be where the industry is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
If you really want to get where you want
Of course.
to be, then
course.
you need to be in the thick of it at the end of the day.
Of course. And
That
if
makes
London
sense.
is a place, then
Yeah.
if it's calling, then I'll go. In the words of my boy Marshall, I'll go. You know what I mean? And I'm sure I don't know. I can't speak on your behalf, but from what I know of you and see you do it, and I think you're the same.
Yeah, I am. I'm at the same time, but I think the one thing that always kind of discouraged me to some extent was the fact, oh, what if I move there and then I'll just become another like fish in the ocean?
Yeah.
You get me? Because it's such a big bag of people.
There is
yeah,
that.
there is that. And we did speak about that before we started filming.
Yeah. I just wanted to know whether you felt like, obviously, I think with you guys, like, I don't think you'd have that problem at all. Car, you've got the aesthetic down to like, not even the aesthetic, just you guys in general.
Mm.
I don't think there's another artist who could turn around and do something like what you're doing to the level. And it's-
Like you say, the competition down there
that's the other thing, innit?
is high.
But then again, if you're not like, if you don't want to get involved with the competition, then what's the point of doing the thing, innit? You get
Yeah,
me?
I hear that. Exactly. You got to be in it to win it.
Yeah. But at the same time, have fun.
Yeah,
You
of
get me?
course.
So, I think we're best off signing off right now. But before we end the episode, I just want to ask personally, what's next from this?
From
Or anything that
the
you
project itself, or just us in general.
just in general, you, like whatever, anything that comes to your mind.
So we're still screaming COGNAC Arcade out now. You know
We
what I mean?
know 100%.
Go stream it. Go watch the video. We're more time gonna follow up with another visual. Other than that, I think Ted's got stuff lined up in terms of releases. You can speak about that. Maybe not. Wiz has got stuff coming out soon. He's not here to speak about that, but you'll see
big
that.
up Wiz every time. Man.
We got tape. We got
And the
tape.
geezers have
from the
got-
three of us.
The geezers have got number of songs. I think this last weekend we recorded another 3.
Oh,
Like, number of songs ready to kind of like start dishing out soon. So looking at it now, it's still early days, but I think the Geezers project will potentially be next. So look out for that.
Heard that first.
Yeah, man.
Wow. There's definitely a lot of like even gems I've taken from this myself. I want to big up you guys for coming down,
Thank you for having us.
Bless,
Friday.
man. Bless.
providing the endless amount of stickers I now have, which are amazing because they're all going on my MacBook. And fam, I don't think I got the chance to say this or not, but fam, the project is a mood. Like,
Yeah.
it rise a mood, you know. Like for me, I can stick it on a Friday night if I'm coming back from work or something like that.
Just
I'm
let it
getting
go.
ready on it, just get ready to go on the wave or something. You get me?
Yeah, man.
Chill vibes.
Yeah,
But
man.
yes, that has been me, Medley P, JDK, Ted Loco, Gunfingaz, all that good stuff there. Actually, no, I'm being a poor host. Right, social media, where can the people then get at you?
Ted Loco, Instagram, Twitter, everything.
Everything. Jimi Da Killa. JIMIDAKILLA.
You said that so difficult.
You had to think
Yeah,
about
sorry.
it, but still,
Jimi Da Killa.
That was kind of hard to follow.
Insta, Twitter. Hopefully be in the bio, right?
it will be. You know what? I know I said like I'm being careful what I put in the bio because I say link in the bio and it doesn't appear in the bio.
Yeah. You gotta follow up with those
Yeah,
links.
no. So now
You gotta follow up with those
yeah,
links.
yeah. Obviously, the social media and whatnot's always there, so don't worry about that. I got this patterned.
At
And the
local
project as
geezers.
well.
At local geezers.
100% always at local.
Shout
geezers.
Wiz, shout Rufus.
100%
Every time.
All the gang. But yeah, obviously, Gunfingaz on Instagram is where I'm mainly going off now. But you'll see all my new content and whatnot. And I'm trying to be better throughout 2020. But that's all I'm going to say, innit? But you get me?
Cheers,
bit.
folks.
Cheers,
Cheers,
bro. I
cheers.
ain't got nothing left, but
You can just
fair.
Snap.
Drop a little special brandy in my latte. Yeah, I'm a savage, I ain't broken.